Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Happy Tips and Tea Tuesday, Queen. How are you?
I'm I'm very well.
Doing well. Doing well.
Still trying to wake up, but I'm here. Good God, I'm here.
Did you say good God? Good God Almighty. We
Yes,
made it this
yes.
morning, bags under the eyes and all, but we're here.
Yes. Happy Tips and Tea Tuesday, everybody. Thank you for tuning in and catching another one of our lives where we just try to come in and we help you with information about credit and LLCs and funding, even mindset, right? Getting out your own way. If you ever went through a phase in your life, we even did a series on unloved but worthy.
Yes.
Shout out to Miss C Booker over here for creating a safe space where we all can come in and just talk about what we've been through and where we're going.
Amen to that. We all need a safe space.
Yes, we do. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Bray. Good morning, Aziz. Thank you for tuning in this Tuesday morning. We
Good
appreciate you.
morning. Good morning.
Yes, let me
Shout
see
out to
here.
our supporters because they really do support and they really do show up for us. So thank you guys so much.
I don't know, right? I feel so loved.
Yes,
I
we
feel so
love the love.
Grand
Grand
Risings,
Rising,
Mr. Mitchell.
Bossy. Big fish in
Big
the house
fish
this
in the
morning.
building. Yes, he is. And the husband definitely got the back. He in the chat. He said, "We
Oh,
are live.
yes.
Starting now."
Starting now. Aziz always has your back, girl.
Yes.
The whole team's back for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
Love it here.
Yes. Good morning, Bray. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and start to kick things off just
Sure.
because, well, we like to
Queen's got
say,
things to
Queens,
do.
we having things to do. Yes, we do. So we just go ahead and get started and just want to say again, um, Rich Risings. I had to do a throwback there. Rich Risings, Kings and Queens, and welcome to another powerful live of Tips and Tea Tuesday. I'm one of your co-hosts here, Shantella Shabazz. I'm a regional consultant with Novae. I also have other businesses because we're trying to take over the world. That's what we do.
Yes.
Now,
Yes,
I'm
yes,
also joined
yes.
by my amazing, lovely co-host, Mr. Ceateetra Booker.
Hello, hello, hello. Yes, I'm Ceateetra Booker, and I'm a senior consultant with Novae. And today, honey, we are pouring some real tea on financial traps that drain your pockets. So, predatory loans, those sneaky rent-to-own reoccurring fees. But we're here to help. We're
Yeah, do you
here to
do? Do
help
you not?
you keep your crown now.
Yes, yes. If you live in the chat, let's drop your city. Let us know where you're signing in from. Let us know if you have any anything that you ever signed up before too that ended up costing you way more than you thought it was going to cost you.
Oh,
So
yes.
I know I had quite a few.
Me too, honey. Me too. You think you like, at first it sounds good. Then you get to doing that math later and you like, something not mathing. Something's not working.
Hmm. Yeah, especially like these cell phone bill contracts. That's not contracts anymore.
That part.
What am I really paying for? You say you're breaking it up into all these little smaller installment payments, but there's no contracts. But you're still kind of locked into a contract because if you try to get out early, then you got to pay all the remaining balance up front.
Yes.
It's still basically a contract. I guess you just don't
Yes,
have
it
to
is.
pay a cancellation fee if you leave.
Okay.
Yes,
But we
we got
got
New
Myrtle
York in the
Beach in the
building. Hey, Miss
house.
Vivian King.
New York. Hey, Miss Vivian. Hey, Bray.
Miss Vicky is in Chicago. Shot Sound in the building.
Yes.
Can I keep repping Chicago if I'm down in Mexico?
Girl, yes, you
That's the
can.
home
That's
state.
that's where you from,
Yeah.
honey. That's your home state. You just on vacation now.
I don't even know if I can claim Chicago because literally I was born there, but I was raised in the suburbs. I'm a little suburban girl. The Chicago people kick me out.
Stop it, not kick you out.
They're like, "You're not from Chicago."
Close enough.
Like,
Close enough.
you right. You know what? You right. You right. I was raised in the suburbs. All right, everybody. So we just want to welcome you again. Again, we're talking about, for those who just joined us, we're talking about those predatory loans today. Does rent to own make sense? Right. So we're going to dive a little bit deeper into that. First off, let me just say what a predatory lending looks like, right? Because we might
Hmm.
not even know and realize that we in it. So if you know, predatory lending is when someone is persuaded or tricked basically into a loan with unfair, misleading, or just brutal terms, right? It's a trap to keep you in debt. So think of it as lending that preys on people in tough spots. So offering easy cash up front, but demanding a heavy price later. Some of these companies are doing like 300% interest rate, right? That's crazy ridiculous. How can you charge 300% interest rate on something? So you just want to just make sure that you're looking at the terms and conditions when you're signing up for things. Look out for those sky high interest rates, often over 100% of the APR. I've seen it in Lending Tree. Um, Also, short payback terms, which is pretty much setting you up for failure, right? It's making it hard to avoid rolling into more debt when you have short-term payback terms included in the loans, hidden fees and traps. And they
Hmm.
literally just targeting people who are urgent situations, right? Who, their car broke down, right? They had an issue with a furnace in their home. Something's going on with their kids and they need help. Just people who are at their last, right? And they know that they have no other alternatives. So a big one to watch out for is definitely payday loans. I've literally seen one out there where the interest was overall was like 391%. I don't even know how that's
Mm.
even possible, right? How is that even possible? So, it's a short-term loan. It's often capped at a few $100s that's meant to be paid back over your next payday. But then sometimes you have to give like a post-dated check right up front to be able to give them access to your bank so they can pull the money out of your account, right? But then you have $100 loan, a $15 fee over 2 weeks gives an APR of that 391%. So you're paying a lot more basically than what they're lending you. Title loans, when you're putting up your car as collateral, can be a high risk. They're around 300% as well. Um, those refund anticipation loans. So, like when you file your taxes, and they're telling you that they'll let you borrow against your refund check up front so you can get your money back quicker. Yeah, that's costing you. If you can be patient and wait on your refund to come back, then you're actually saving yourself sometimes hundreds, if not almost $1,000, right? Reducing those fees. So just really take a look at that. Can I wait? will I make it right into that next paycheck? Is there something I can do to avoid, taking on these high risk loans? Right? Because sometimes, especially when refund comes around, can we wait? We waited all year for that money. Can we wait another 30 days to get that refund?
Yes, patience is
Do
a
we have to take a
virtue.
loan?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. Sometimes
So
you need to wait.
exactly, exactly. So you know, the, I just think about it as if you go to the Payday store, they offer you $200, but they charge you a $30 fee that's due in 2 weeks. Is you even still gonna be able to do that? Who watched that movie with Keke Palmer and SZA and Cat Williams, and he was outside the window and he was yelling at them not to do it when they was trying to take that quick payday loan, that quick cash loan? Did you see that movie? It's one of
Yes,
them
girl. He was
days.
like, don't do it on the window.
Don't
Don't.
do it.
Yes.
Every
I mean,
time
but
I
that's
see something like that now,
true.
I just picture Cat Williams screaming, "Don't do it."
Yeah, don't do it. You don't know what you're getting yourself into. It's like a bait and hook. They got the money, it's
Mhm.
dangling in front of your face because you need it now, but you really need to look at those terms and look at how much interest you're paying and how much you're actually paying back opposed to how much you borrowed. It's crazy. I know one time, I thought I was doing well. I was getting a car, and I think I may have even shared this story with you guys before. I had a
Mhm.
nice down payment. It was a really nice car, very low mileage, one owner, and I'm, wanting to get a car payment to be a certain amount. At that point in time, I'm like, hey, I don't want my car payment to be above $300. $200 would be awesome. So I put a nice down payment on it, talked to the finance guy. He's telling me how much my payment is. I'm like, okay, yes, I love that. I love that. I'm thinking I'm winning. Then I went to go start making some extra payments to my car to pay it off early. And I find out that only like $70 of my payment is going towards the principal balance. So
Mhm.
everything else that was going towards interest. And when you're going to pay things off early, you need to make sure that you're telling them you want it to go toward the principal balance instead of going toward your interest. Because that interest, that can really mess you up.
That's true. If you don't tell them, they just gonna apply like a regular payment, right? It's the same thing when you're looking at if you're a homeowner and you're looking to pay off money on the mortgage that you have, right? Me and Aziz looked
Yes.
at it a while back when we first became homeowners, and we were like, well, "What it look like if we make an extra payment?" And we were looking at it, and we didn't even know that you literally have to tell the mortgage lender that you want that secondary payment to be applied towards principal only, right? So it'll
Mhm.
trick you up. Like you just be making extra payments thinking you're paying it down, but really you just making extra payments towards interest rate, towards the interest, which is not really making you much room at all, right? So
Yes.
yeah.
And I mean, there definitely are some safer alternatives out there. If you have a personal relationship with a bank that you currently bank with, credit
Hmm.
unions, and of course, we have programs through Novae, the credit and money company. And another good idea for emergency funds is a high yield savings account. Even putting just $25 a week away or $25 every 2 weeks, it can add up and it could create an emergency nest egg for you for situations like that. So you don't have to get targeted by these high interest payday loans, rent to own situations.
Hmm. Absolutely. I'm just checking the comments here. Bossy said he thought cutting cable was going to save him some money. I feel you on that, Bossy, because definitely I thought the same thing. Because at one point, the cable bill had got up to like $300. And we were like, well, what are we paying for? And
Mm-hmm.
now we cut the cable. But by the time you add up all the streaming services you're using,
That
you're
part.
basically paying the cable bill all over again. So they scamming us all over the place. They rope you in thinking you're gonna get a deal and save some money, and then they slowly start increasing the price. Yes, yes. Let's see
Yes.
who else said. Yep, that movie. It was definitely funny. I wish I had the clip so I can play it. I might bring it up on next week's
We
live.
should have had that clip to play it. That would have been good. But let's see here. Um, family, have you all guys ever taken out like a payday loan or a rent to own situation like with Rent a Center? Have any of you guys ever done that? Drop it in the comments just so we can share together. There's
I remember
definitely
I
no
looked at
shame.
some Rent a Center like back in the day when we first got started. And I was like, well, does it make sense to buy furniture? I was like, maybe we should go look into Rent a Center and maybe just get something from there. So I was like, I went into the store. That's when they had like the stores that weren't too far from us. And I went and I looked around. Then I saw how much they was charging per month. And I was like, well, I could go to the city, go to the south side and go get a whole couch for like $200 versus paying like $800 through Rent a Center for renting month to month. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm just going to go to the warehouse and
Yes,
buy a
ma'am.
couch. So yeah,
Yes,
just look into
ma'am.
your options. Usually if
Look
you're
into your
renting to own
options.
something, yeah, you're paying more money. You're definitely paying out more money out of pocket. So, you know, um, also looking into, I like to call it the reoccurring fee creep, which is
Oh, yes.
basically small charges that keep stacking up, especially like Bossy was mentioning. He had thought cutting cable was gonna save him some money. So like them streaming apps, memberships, I had an Audible membership, right? I was paying like $15 a month to be able to listen to the books where I started seeing that you can actually, if you're a member of your library, they have audibles for free, right? You can go
Mm-hmm.
at one point on Google, they had Google audiobooks for free. Why am I
Yeah.
paying $15 a month for this service? So do some research, everybody. Look into what memberships you're paying for, what streaming apps that you're paying for. Things that you think is only $9 here, $7 here, $15 here. But it's adding up because when you look at it at the end of the year, you just spent $400 for that little $10 to $15 a month service. That's just keep creeping up over time because they'll give you a discount the first couple months and all of a sudden they hit you with an increase. Like, where does the
Yes.
increase come from? Right? So I would say, just making sure if you have any of those memberships, any of those streaming services, making sure you do an audit of your subscription regularly, like checking your bank or your credit card statements for those fees, looking at the monthly amounts, how much it's really costing you per year. You got to look at the big picture because if you're multiplying, again, like I was mentioning before, a 30-dollar a month app, right? That's $360 a year,
Mm-hmm.
right? Is that in your budget? Can that money be invested to something else? What's the value that you're getting out of it? Are you even using it? Right? Because even with my Audible subscription, I was using it maybe once or twice here and there, but I used to listen to it on a regular basis and then it slowed down because my life just got busier, right? I just didn't have time for it. So really looking at the value that you're getting from that service that you're paying for. And then if you are having a problem with keeping up with the different apps and streaming services that you have, Rocket Money is one of
Yeah,
those
Rocket Money is a
services that
good
you
one.
can set up that they'll automatically track, which services you have. And then if you're not using it, it'll cancel it for you, right? Which I think is pretty cool. Just like, how long has this thing been going unused? Let's cancel it, all right? I have my Google account set up where it's tracking all my memberships. So I can just pop in once a month or once every 2 months and I'll take a look and see, okay, what's sitting up in here? Am I using this? Let's cancel. What free trials is coming up to expire? I do like the fact that now some of those free trials, they'll ask you if you want a reminder when your free trial is coming to an end. So you can get like a reminder like 2 days out, a day out. So then it sends you a reminder to cancel it if you're not going to use it. So that's a pretty cool feature. And then making sure you set calendar reminders for yourself to, if you're not going to use it, you just want to use it for that week, make sure you set a calendar reminder, go in and cancel that subscription. So, I definitely was using the Audible that, it sat still for like the last 3 months. So I had to go ahead and cancel that service.
Cancel
See, what
that.
was you
Yeah.
using that you wasn't using?
Well, I was using Artful Agenda. It's just like basically an online calendar, but it's like an agenda. It has little different things you can do on it. And at one point in time, I used it religiously, faithfully, and then I stopped. So I had to cancel that because that was like $39. And that adds up. It was
Yeah.
$39 for the year. But still, if I'm not using it, there's no point in wasting $40.
Yeah, and we're not
There's a
talking
lot
about
of
the items that you use, right? Because like I have a CapCut subscription, but I
mhm,
use that for my business, right? Because we
right.
make videos, content, and things like that. So it's just more convenient for me to have that pro plan where I can do more things with it. So if it's an investment, definitely, and
Then
you're
it's
using it
worth
for your
it.
business or helping promote you or build a brand, things like that, then it's worth it. But my Star subscription that I was paying for every month that I wasn't watching at all,
Yeah, no, because I think we've
that
all
had to
been
go.
guilty of that. There may be like a show or something that you want to watch, so you subscribe to HBO Max or Stars, and then after that show goes off, you kind of just forget about it, and then that is still there,
Mhm.
and you're still paying for it. So you definitely want to check your subscriptions, and sometimes there's things that you're subscribed to, and you don't even realize it.
Exactly. Yeah, so y'all don't tell on me this morning. Don't tell Aziz I was wasting money on a Star subscription and we wasn't using it. So I hope he's still not on this live. Now we're gonna have to have a sit down this weekend.
Not a sit
Also,
down.
don't tell Aziz. I know you be Star subscription I was paying for and wasn't watching it.
Your secret is
So
safe
what's
with
one
us, Queen.
right? Shh, shh, this is between us. This is a safe
Yes.
space, everybody, between us. But what's one subscription you all that you've been paying for that you never used or you were using and you don't use it anymore, but you still haven't saying one day I'm gonna make it back because again,
Mm-hmm.
Vivian, you didn't hear that. Shh, shh, shh.
She said he heard that. Yes, come on, guys. What are y'all doing? What are you doing? We want to see it in the comments.
Yeah,
And
yes,
I better
yes,
not
yes.
see any OnlyFans in there.
Not the OnlyFans.
But if I do see it in there, I'm gonna mind my business. I'm minding my
We not
business.
we
We're
don't
not judging
we're not gonna judge you. We're not gonna judge you. We're gonna pray for you. We ain't gonna judge you though.
that part.
Yes, yes. Yeah, so
So let's see
definitely
here. What were you gonna
you
say?
see something in the chat. No, I
Oh
thought
no,
you saw something in the chat.
I was just gonna ask a question. So, guys, would you rather pay $800 upfront for a TV or $30 a week for 2 years?
I feel
Let's see
like I
who's
need to
doing their math.
break out my handy dandy calculator.
Right. Because that $30, it sounds good. But in the end, is it really worth it?
Did you say $30 a week?
$30 a week for 2 years.
That's $3,120.
Yes, it is. How did $800 turn into 3,120?
That's 30. That's over $3,100. I thought you was going to say per month. Then you hit me with the week, and I had to get my calculator. I was like, wait, it's 52 weeks in a year
Yes,
times two.
ma'am.
I
52
said, let me
weeks
get the
times
calculator. My
two,
brain
yes, times $30
is
a week.
not
Yes.
ready.
Yes,
She
ma'am.
got me doing math this morning, and I was not prepared. She didn't give me no heads up.
Well, that's how they get people. Because just keeping it real, when I was in my 20s, like everybody was going to rent a center getting stuff. You know what I mean? And they tell you, oh, well, it's $20 a week, $5 a week, this, that, and the third. And then you miss those payments. And then what you gonna do? Then they come and knocking on the door, coming to get their stuff. I don't know how many people I know back in the day that moved with their rent a center stuff so they didn't have to turn it in.
Yep. Yeah, you see like stuff happening when people are repoing couches. Like repo a couch. I heard a repo in
Who
a
does
car,
that? Like I
but
wouldn't
not
even
the
want.
couch.
I don't want to count somebody else that had. What you gonna do with it? You can't resell it.
No.
Well, I guess they can, but I wouldn't want it personally.
Any soft surfaces really like, but if it's like regular like chairs that you can wipe down real good, I'll do that. A
Mm-mm.
table. I'll buy a used table.
Yes. No, I mean, there are some things that I would buy, but there's some things that I wouldn't. And I mean, I wouldn't buy, like, I don't know, I mean, because I have bought used furniture before, but I mean, I'm just saying, as far as like rent a center, like they can't re-rent it because it's not brand new.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see here, audience.
That's yeah, they probably clean that couch up real good and put it out there like it's brand new. I'm just saying.
Hey,
I'm
we're
just
not gonna talk
saying.
about stuff recycling, because why did I hear that when you return stuff to Shin that they still resell it?
Yeah,
I did.
just
Oh,
like in the store. You take that stuff back to Macy's, you don't think they putting it back on that rack?
No, this was like personal items, like
Oh,
undergarments. Yeah.
oh no, they supposed to throw that out.
Yeah, you don't you just not even supposed to be able to return that kind of stuff.
I wonder if like
But
at
hey, I
Kmart,
mean,
remember how Kmart used to have like the underwear bin that you can dig into? I wonder if
mm-hmm.
that was like the used panty central. That's nasty stuff.
Shut up. Not used panty central.
Some panties used to be like $1 or something.
Maybe they was return packs of panties and they just had them. Stop it. Oh, the things that make you go,
Yeah. The bin, digging in the bin. I'm just saying. Vivian says, my dude was the Aaron's king. He had a plaque with his picture on the wall. Stop.
Uh-uh.
I forgot about Aaron's.
Not our Aaron's king, and they had a picture with his plaque on the wall. Yep, it was Rent a Center and Aaron's, sure was.
Hey, we had to get our start somewhere, Rent a Center, Aaron's is, for people who didn't have we just didn't have the credit yet. That's why I was in there, it's either paying cash or you were renting to own, right? And these were our options.
Right.
We just did not have the credit yet. I had no credit back then. Didn't have any credit cards, didn't have any history. So, you got to start somewhere, right? But just making sure if you're starting from somewhere, just start with the right options, right? Can I wait? Do I really have to have this couch right now? Or can we just wait and save the money up for a few months and then go get something that makes sense?
Is it a need versus a want?
Mm-hmm.
Do you need it or do you want it?
Absolutely. And for those who may have had credit before and unfortunately life happened and now you have some issues with credit and you're trying to get it back together, we do have some solutions for you. We have our Novae AI-driven software that helps with credit restoration. It's a done-for-you option with credit likes as well. So we have two different programs where, if you don't have the time to invest in your credit journey, then we have Credit Likes, our credit partner, who will do all the heavy lifting for you, right? Both programs come with identity theft protection and $1 million worth of fraud insurance. And they both come with money managers. So not only are you helping eliminate things off your credit that no longer serves you, we're trying to make sure you're getting back into a place where you have a good credit history, but removing those negative items, but also helping you with money management tools. They're helping you recognize what your utilization is across all your accounts. So you're making sure that you're staying within a window that can help get you qualified. They're making suggestions as far as credit builders to help replace those negative items that were removed from credit with some positive payment history to help boost your scores, right? It's not just about eliminating things from credit, but showing now that you can be responsible with credit. So lenders will want to give you more money, right? So definitely reach out to one of us if you have any questions about credit or if you need some help with getting your journey started. I know, C, you have some options for them as well, because it's not just about fixing credit, it's also about savings, right, C?
Yes, of course. We like to try to put everything together to help you. So just like Shantella was talking about our AI-driven credit repair software and our done for you option with Credit Likes, once you get your credit and everything right, it's always good. And even before you get your credit right, it's always good to have a nest egg. And we have a high yield savings account that we are able to offer through Novae with SoFi. And it's a really great account. It's offering 3.8% interest on your savings. So if you're looking to just save some money anyway, why not put it in a high yield savings account. Most banks are only going to pay you about 0.1% interest on your savings. So if you have money sitting there, why not let it sit and grow? Let it work for you, not against you. We always want to put you in different positions to help yourself grow. We do have the credit building options. Anyone that's interested in business in ownership, we do have that free LLC set up, and we do have business funding options. So we do have options available for you for any financial need that you have.
Absolutely.
We just want to provide value to you and make sure that any financial solution that you have, or excuse me, financial issue that you have, we do have a solution. And just like the predatory loans Shantella was talking about, we do offer personal loans through Novae. So if you need something like that, you can speak with us about that as well.
We even have the no interest payday loans too.
Yes, we do. I forgot about that. We sure
Mm-hmm.
do. Those payday cash advances, no interest payday loans.
Definitely some options in
So
there.
we can help you.
Mm-hmm. You know what I forgot to
Yes, and
talk
with
about?
those, what did you forget, Queen?
Go ahead,
We have
Queen.
so many things
No,
now.
go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say about the payday loan. It is up to $750, but you can borrow, what is it, $150, $125 a day, up to $750 a week. So if you need to go in there multiple times, you can. That option is available for you.
Yes, yes. I was gonna say I forgot to mention about when we were talking about rent to own, especially with the furniture, to even talk about rent to own when it comes to housing, right? You're
Oh
ready to own a
yes.
house, a home, or a condo. Um, what the pros and cons, what that is. If
Well,
checking in with our
rent to
audience, has anyone ever used the rent to own program before, where you pay extra money each month for rent to go towards purchasing a home? What does that look like for you? Like, I know it's a little bit higher cost. Like, you're definitely
Mhm.
paying more than market value for rent because that extra money is going towards you purchasing that house.
Purchasing the
So I know
home.
there's benefits. Yeah, it's definitely benefits to doing it, especially if your credit is not in a position to purchase the house outright. You can also look into owner financing, where the owner is lending you the money to buy the home from them. You're just paying them the monthly payments versus a mortgage company, especially if you've already
Mm.
been an established tenant with them, and they know your payment history. Like, you've been renting from them for like over 2 years, and they're ready to sell the house, but your credit might not be there to qualify for other financing to get the home. You can ask the owner about doing owner size financing for them, and you're paying them the mortgage payments, right? So that's definitely an option. But with rent to own, I can definitely see some benefits in there for the person if they're already living in the property. You're already familiar with the neighborhood. You're already living in the property. You're locked into the price. There's already potential equity there, right? Um, but some of the cons definitely will be, you can lose out on fees if you don't buy it, right? So you're paying
Yes.
extra money every month, and then you make the decision years later that, okay, I don't want to buy this property anymore.
You just lost it. You just lost your money.
You just lost out on your money because now you can't even sell it. Like, if you bought the house and the house accrued equity in it, you could have sold it and still got the equity out of the house. So you could have still profited. But if you're just renting to own and eventually you move, all the extra money that you pay towards rent is gone now. Right. So you really have to make a decision that this is where you want to be. Right.
Hmm.
And you don't want to end up overpaying. Who's going to be responsible for maintenance and responsibilities if you're in the rent to own program? So make sure if that's something that you're doing, that's outlined, right? Because again, if you're renting to own, I guess the owner can put that on you. They're like, well, this is something you're looking to purchase, so now you're responsible for any maintenance that comes up for the house, right? The
Wow.
refrigerator goes out, that's now on you versus the property owner.
Mm.
So just keeping track of all that. We can do like a little deeper dive into it next week if our tips and tea live audience wants to hear more about it.
Oh, well, they may. What would you guys like? Would you like to hear more about that next week?
Hmm.
Let
Yes,
me
let
see.
us know. Drop it
Right
drop it
here
in
is
the chat. Vicky says she knows someone
Who
who
paid
paid
for
for
5
5
years,
years.
and then they told they would not sell to them.
Oh, wow.
What?
Yeah. So things
And they
like that
just lost
happen.
their money. That's crazy.
Mhm. Yeah, because again, you're not paying market value. You're paying extra money each month towards the purchase of this house. So it's not just what value are you getting out of it. Fix the credit, everybody.
Yes. Fix the credit.
Fix the credit. Fix the credit so you
Get
can
the
get
credit
there.
right.
Fix the credit so then it opens you up to new opportunities. It might be able to put you in a position where now you can also get a better income because now you can qualify for different jobs, right? So now you're making more money. So it's putting you in a better situation income wise. Your credit is right. It's opening you up to more purchasing power. So now your credit profile is looking better and now you can go buy the house, right?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Jennifer Allen said, dive in, please. Okay, you heard it, see.
Right.
We got to
We
do a
diving
deeper dive into rent to own
in,
programs.
queen.
Yeah, maybe we get one of them experts on. We'll get one of the realtors to come on to talk about it and share their experience with it as well, what they've seen.
That would be good. That would be a good idea. That would be great.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. Well, everybody, we do have to start wrapping it up. So if you have any questions, this is the last
Yes.
chance, the last call. The
Last
queen's
call for
got things to
questions.
do.
Last
Look,
call. Who got a
going
question?
back to my clubbing days. Last call for alcohol. Nope.
Uh-uh.
You started it with the OnlyFans.
My bad. Let me reel it back in.
So don't even drink no more. I know my mama was looking at one of my pictures that I had posted online. She was like, "What was in that cup?" I'm like, "Ma'am, that was lemonade. That was not a margarita." Oh, yes. Last call for questions. But again,
I
thank you for
see
everyone
you.
for tuning into our live. We hope that you received some value from the information that we dropped today. Again, as a thank you to our audience, I don't know. See, did you already say this? We're giving away $1,000 in grocery savings.
No, I did not say that yet, but you said it. So now they know we are giving
Yes.
it away.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
y'all,
Yes.
it's not about avoid the tea. It's just about sipping smart so that you don't spill the bag. So we just want to just make sure that, we are just providing value for you all. And we definitely can take a deeper dive into that for next week for the rent to own.
Yes. Yes. Yep. So tune in. We're gonna dive a little bit deeper. Vicky left another comment. She
And what she
says, "Yes, it
say?
turned out that the private owner had several properties that they were doing this with. They were very predatory towards a certain community." Wow.
Oh, wow. They were doing it on purpose.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
they're out
crazy.
there. There's still some good programs out there that you can do. I know even when if because in Illinois we have Section 8
Hmm.
and they have a program if you are looking to eventually purchase a home. Section 8 would actually put you in almost similar to like a rent to own program where eventually you're able to buy a home with their help, right? So they even have like down payment assistance and things like that when you're getting help paying rent. So they want to get you to a point where you can eventually purchase a home as
Hmm.
well, helping you fix the credit. Let's go. So yeah, DM us everyone if you need help with credit restoration, business funding, LLC setup, high yield savings accounts. We got you, right? You need some
Yes.
protection. We'll help
We
you
got you.
protect
We
that
got you.
crown. Yeah, whatever you need. Yes, yes. Vicky says, "Send me mine. I'm hungry." Okay, girl, we got you. We're gonna send you your 1,000 in grocery savings.
All righty.
All right,
And
till we
let's see
see y'all
here.
next time.
We have an affirmation before we go.
We do. Oh snap!
Yes.
Let me not forget the affirmation. Go ahead, girl.
Protect your pockets. Protect your crown. You deserve financial peace. And remember, no loan, no couch, no subscription is worth your legacy. Build wisely, kings and queens. And we will see you next Tuesday.
Girl, you said that because don't let a couch ruin your legacy. Ain't that a word?
No. No, it's not that important.
Yes, yes. All right, everybody. See you next week. Oh, don't forget to drop a 1 in the chat if you're watching us live. 2 if you're watching the replay. And don't forget to share, share, share. We definitely appreciate the support. Bye,
Oh, yes.
everybody.
And like, follow, and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tips and Tea Live.